Welcome to SDH's look at everything going on in the Premier League, and it was a busy week on a lot of fronts, a lot of dominant performances and some interesting performances coming across the board. We'll get you, obviously, the match of the week, Manchester City and Liverpool. We're going to save that one for the last to kind of let it build up to it before we can get ready for the next week of Premier League activity. So on Prem and Proper, let's run through what happened in the past 7 days. Burnley and Everton, back and forth match, shocked everybody by the time it was done, just really how many goals were scored. Burnley over Everton by the score of 3-2 at a plus 156. We're going to kind of bend the rules this week just a little bit. Here's how that one started the week off, courtesy of the Premier League and the Premier League, their own selves, Twitter and YouTube.
Cornet to take it, swings it in, back towards the back post, and it's there! Burnley lead, and it's Nathan Collins! What a start for the Clarets! His first goal for Burnley! Bit of space here for Gordon, just helps it on Decore, looking to get it back on, he's busy, he's in the box, goes down, 1 or 2 appeals, he's given it, penalty. Penalty, Gordon caught in the box, Westwood with the challenge. Richarlison to hit it and just tucks it in, sent Pope the wrong way. He will be looking for the left back, he's got it in the box here, he goes down, no penalty this time. He's going to go and check the screen, I think this will mean penalty, I'm afraid. As he's coming back inside, is he already falling? And he goes over his leg, there just look like there's contact. Wow, more of a penalty than the first one. Richarlison against Pope, dummies it again, looks to hook it down the middle this time. Everton lead, second penalty for Richarlison. Tarkowski, is he being held? I think so. He's turned away from his man, down the line for Taylor. Taylor done well, gets away from Kenny. Can he drive to the byline now, Taylor? Can he get the ball back inside? Yes! He can! Burnley are level! Rodriguez! They deserve that, Burnley! What a piece of skill from Tarkowski! What a run from Taylor! His cross finds Rodriguez! Here's Taylor now, looking to get the cross in. Half cleared, Vidra will pick it up. Vidra back inside. Yes! It's there! Get in there! Cornet for Burnley! Oh, well done, Maxwell Cornet! Everton all at sea. 85 minutes. Burnley lead. Maxwell Cornet has got it.
Newcastle shut out Wolves on Friday Night Football 1-0. 5 matches on Saturday. This was another stunner on the board. Everton, after losing to Burnley, turn around, beat Manchester United. Fantastic atmosphere at Goodison Park as a plus 309 underdog. Manchester United could get nothing going offensively. Everton got the 1 goal. That's all they needed. Winning 1-0. Cristiano Ronaldo smashed a kid's cell phone and wants to now invite the kid to a match just as kind of a make good. No punishment is going to be coming, from what we understand from all of our sources, toward Cristiano Ronaldo for smashing the kid's cell phone as he was taking pictures as Cristiano Ronaldo was leaving the pitch. Other matches, Leeds, big one over Watford, 3-0. Looks like Leeds is getting closer and closer to being clear in the Premier League. Big one for Jesse Marsch on the road at Watford for a plus 160. Basically a slight road favorite. Chelsea put 6 on the board against Southampton. There's always that one match every season, it seems, in the Premier League where you just wonder how many goals Southampton's going to give up. It turned up to be 6, turned out to be Chelsea. Big win for Chelsea, 6-0. Mikel Arteta, not one to sit down on the touchline, sat down in his chair at the Emirates as Brighton 1-2-1 as a plus 516 underdog. Arsenal minus 152, and Mikel Arteta was not happy about the performance of his club after this match.
Mikel, earlier in the week, you made your disappointment clear after the Crystal Palace result. What do you say after that result today?
That the first half, we didn't have the reaction that I expected. We were sloppy, we were imprecise, we were with not the right approach and with the right courage to play the way we want to play. And the game was there, and we were cold. We didn't transmit any energy. We didn't transmit any willingness to dominate the game the way we wanted to do it. And the first situation they had, they scored a goal. And then the second half, we have a reaction, especially in the last minutes. And it's great not to give up, but we have to do it in the first minutes.
You've made it clear there what you expected of your players. What do you put it down to, the fact they didn't deliver that for you, particularly in the first half?
We were really imprecise, and we didn't have, in my opinion, neither the speed, neither the purpose, and neither the courage to attack the way we wanted to attack. And then it became really, really predictable what we wanted to do. We were really imprecise, and then the game braked because as well we were second to best in a lot of duels again today.
Thanks again to Arsenal, their own selves, the Premier League, and to YouTube and to their social media channels as well. Last match on your Saturday, Tottenham, big performance, big win over Aston Villa. Aston Villa hurting right now under Stevie G. Plus 122 road favorite. Tottenham gets the win by the score of 4-0. Now to Sunday, Norwich over Burnley. Big win for Dean Smith and Norwich. Burnley's up and down week was certainly that. You get the big win there, and you end up with a loss at Norwich, 2-0. You did not show up. If you listen to everyone who was covering the match overseas, Burnley threw up a clunker at the worst possible time at a plus 216. Here's your post from Norwich themselves, Norwich City, their own selves on Twitter and the Premier League.
Dean, 3 points for us today and a clean sheet. That must have been an enjoyable game for you to be watching.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's a tough league, as we all know, and we haven't got the points tally that we feel that we need at the moment. But I thought it was really competitive today and started showing some of the qualities that were needed, and have probably been missing over the last month or two. And sometimes that's just down to confidence. It was good for Pierre to get his first Premier League goal. We've been on to him because of the technique that he's got. He should be scoring more. So it was a great finish, and I thought the first goal was always going to be important in this game because it's not two teams who've been, free scoring this season at all. So it was important, and I thought we grew in confidence from that.
Yeah, Pierre did really well today. Kenny McLean must have had his Weetabix this morning as well because he was running and tracking back and winning all the balls.
Kenny McLean was outstanding today, and he epitomised what we wanted within the team. He broke things up, he won second balls, he competed really well, showed his quality on the ball when he needed it as well. And, there's a few lads who've been ill this week who've played, Timu, Matthias, and they've got through, a tough 90 minutes against a team that, makes you defend really well, and we had to do that today as well at times.
Leicester, big win over Crystal Palace by the score of 2-1. Brentford continues to roll. Big win for them, getting closer and closer to safety. 2-0 win over West Ham as a plus 169, slight home favorite. Here's the word from Brentford, courtesy of Brentford, their own selves, and the Premier League.
Brian, congratulations. Another London derby win. How pleased are you with those 3 points and a clean sheet too as well?
We are very happy again to win this derby. We get a clean sheet, so give us a lot of confidence for the next games again. And we're all happy, and we're going to celebrate it in the changing room.
2 assists for you last weekend, a goal and an assist today. Could have been more as well. How happy are you with your form at the moment? Yeah,
I'm very happy as well because I didn't score for a while now, and get another assist to help the team to win. Yeah, it's the best feeling.
Can you talk us through the celebration?
Yeah, it was a bet with a friend, and I had to do this today if I scored, and I did.
What were you doing exactly? Stirring something?
I don't know. Yeah.
How big a boost did that win against Chelsea give you last weekend? Has there been a different feeling in training this week?
Yeah, to be honest, we had a perfect week. At the training ground, we trained very, very well, and we felt it in the pitch today. We bring everything we put in the training to the game, and we can see how we can play good.
The season obviously isn't over yet, still quite a few games to play, but how pleased are you that Brentford didn't allow themselves to get dragged into a relegation scrap, and it doesn't look like it's going to be a nervy end to the season for you?
Yeah, we take game per game as we always do, and score and take as much points as we can, and to be safe as soon as possible.
Then the big match, Manchester City and Liverpool. It was just the match of the year so far. And obviously, I know a lot of folks were wondering if one team or the other was going to win. I think I said on Soccer Over There, I anticipated Manchester United getting the win, but a lot of folks thought it was going to be a draw. It was not going to be a goalless draw. It certainly was not that. Kevin De Bruyne, one of the top talents, and really one of the top less mentioned talents that we come across in all of European football. Started things off in the 5th minute, courtesy of our friends at NBC Sports Soccer, the USA Network, and the Premier League.
Walker. Foul by Fabinho. Taken quickly. De Bruyne. Excellent start this by City. Takes a deflection off the post and in. Kevin De Bruyne for Manchester City. It's a frenzy at the Etihad. Raheem Sterling is off the hook. The leaders lead Liverpool by a goal to nil. We're 5 minutes in. What a start for Pep Guardiola's side.
Well, it's an astonishing sight. They just keep you under pressure. There's a free kick, they take it quickly. And once this guy gets the ball, things happen. He's just set up a chance, literally for Sterling. He gets a deflection, and that's what puts Alisson off. Just watch this. He gets a decent strike on it, but it's off the knee, then he bounces up. Alisson can't get there, in off the post. Sterling will look at him and give him the high five because he's just missed the sitter. Alisson making a good save with his legs, but he can't get anywhere near that one. What a start, Graham.
Back and forth match. It was 1-1, then it was 2-1 Manchester City, then your equalizer for Liverpool to make it 2-2. That's how it would finish, once again, courtesy of our friends at NBC Sports, USA Network, and the Premier League.
Van Dijk swings the ball out towards Alexander-Arnold. The header won by Cancelo. Falls to the feet of Henderson. Tiny ball by Alexander-Arnold. An even better one by Salah. What a goal! Sadio Mane! That is sensational by Liverpool. 50 minutes into the second half. A wonderful ball by Salah. The finish was terrific by Sadio Mane. What a game of football we have here. Manchester City 2, Liverpool 2.
And then when you catch up with the managers after the match, one of them referred to it like a heavyweight boxing match. The other one said that, yeah, the other one likes to refer to it as such. So that one match closer to determining a champion, but nothing is resolved in the Premier League. So here's the two managers after the match, once again, courtesy of the Premier League, Liverpool and Manchester City.
Talk us through your thoughts after what was quite the game.
Yeah, it was an intense one. So the best description I have, it's like a boxing fight. If you put out the arms for a second, then you get a massive knock, and that's what happened to both teams. The start, obviously, in the game was better for City with his first attack, where Ali could make a proper save. But then around our goal, which we scored, that was the plan. We knew. I really think we are a step further than we were a year or so ago in possession, and that's what we have to do in these games, because it's really difficult. They defend really well, but it's possible to give them there some struggles. And around our goals, we did exactly that. I would have loved to do it more often, but obviously the intensity was crazy, and so you could see both teams needed kind of a little deep breath, and then thought, okay, and then go again. So always when we defended them well, like half spaces, Hendo stepped up or Thiago stepped up, then they had to play back passes. When we didn't do that, then it was just like a set piece, and it chipped the balls behind our line. And that's really difficult to have the right line. So without pressure on the ball, you can't have a high line. But the runs of them were really good. So I think they were a bit more direct than they usually are. But why not? Why not? It's allowed, and I'm fine with the game and absolutely the result as well, of course. So I would have loved to win, but I'm happy that we didn't lose because of I think the offside decision was right, but really little. Very.
The players a little frustrated in the dressing room that they had a couple of chances to win it.
I tell them, I'm going to kill you. You don't go out with a heads up and announce and pronounce all around the world how proud you have to be for the way you played today. Always we judge about the results. How could I say anything wrong to these players? The way we played. So, and after we lose the Premier League, we lose the Premier League. We try the next season to do it, but the way they perform make proud our people, and I think the fans of football, towards this game, what else? Like George Clooney saying advertising, what else? So that's what it is.
So now standings through the week, and once again 31 matches played, 7 to go. Manchester City still 1 point ahead of Liverpool, 74-73. Chelsea turns around the big loss to Brentford with a win, the big win over Southampton. They're at 62 points in third. Spurs won 4 in a row. They're at 57 points, 31 matches played. Arsenal has now lost 3 of 4. They have played only 30 matches, but they're 3 points behind, and their goal difference is even with Tottenham right now at a plus 19, but Tottenham has scored 11 more goals, something to keep an eye on for the final 7+ matches of the year. West Ham has played 32 matches. They're at 51 points in 6th. Manchester United has also 51 points in 1 less match played. Wolves have played 32. They're at 49. They're not out of the discussion for Europa Conference League play as well. And then you look at Leicester at 40 points, and here's where that second group is. Basically, it's 1 and 2, 3, then 4, then 5 through 8, and then you get to everybody else. Leicester's in 9th at 40. Crystal Palace is at 37 points. Same record as Brighton, 31 matches played. Crystal Palace's goal difference is +3 to -9 for Brighton. Aston Villa has lost 4 in a row. They're at 36 points in 12, 31 matches played. Brentford and Southampton both have 36 points as well. Brentford's played 1 more match than either one of the other two, have 10 wins, goal difference of -9. And Villa has a goal difference of -4. Goal difference for Southampton really got a hard hit with that big win from Chelsea. It's now at -15, and they've lost 4 of 5. Newcastle at 34 points. They're at 15th. Leeds is 16th at 33 points, unbeaten in their last 4. And then Everton, Burnley, Watford, Norwich. Everton at 28 points. Burnley had a chance to keep them as a part of the discussion with a win. They didn't get it. Burnley has still only 4 wins and 12 draws on the season. They're at 24 points, having lost 4 of 5. Watford at 22 points with 31 matches played. Norwich at 21 points with their win. They're now at 5, 6, and 20. So you could see some jumbling, but those clubs 7 points clear from Everton, 7 points behind Everton in the relegation fight. 7, 6, and 4. Everton out of the zone right now with a 4-point gap to Burnley. So here's your matches that are coming up for this weekend. It is a very busy Saturday. 4 matches: Tottenham and Brighton, Manchester United and Norwich. Manchester United right now to -417. Southampton and Arsenal. Arsenal's a -108 at Southampton. Watford and Brentford. Brentford is a +158 right now as we're talking as a road favorite. Sunday, 2 matches because of the FA Cup semifinal involving Liverpool and Manchester City. Newcastle and Leicester. West Ham and Burnley. West Ham right now -139. Wolves and Manchester City has been postponed to a later date, and it has been pushed back to the 19th for Monday Night Football. Liverpool and Manchester United will be playing on Monday night for Monday Night Football. Liverpool at a -217. Manchester United is a +590. And so the FA Cup semifinals involving those clubs, just to keep you up to date on the Premier League, Manchester City and Liverpool on Saturday. Manchester City's a +124 as they play again quickly. Chelsea and Crystal Palace is Sunday morning at 11:30. Chelsea's a -175 against Crystal Palace, who is north of +500. That is your update on everything that is going on in and around the matches of the Premier League. Thanks to all the clubs and their social media platforms and the networks that broadcast it, so we can give you the best sound and the best quotes from the week. So enjoy your favorite clubs as the stretch run continues. 6, 7, 8 matches left in the regular season. Thanks for hanging out with us here at SDH when we talk about the Prem. It's another edition of Prem and Proper. I'm just John. Played safe, everybody. Enjoy the games.